Okay, Alan Bradshaw here again. So let's take a look at the login. Um, and now we're back at Weebly.com. The login link is just on the top right hand side. Um, you might not see this page. Once you've logged in once and Weebly remembers you, you may well not see this page again, um, because you won't have to go through this again if you sort of click to remember it. But let's have a look at login. So we'll click on login. Now my details are already in there, and once you put in your username, your password, and so on, you can obviously click Remember Me. You have an option with Weebly to log in if you prefer. You could log in with your Facebook account, or you could log in with your Google Plus account if you have one of those. But either way, you can use your own login details, or either way, or these, and then you would click login. Now this is the page that you always see when you first log into Weebly. As I say, once you've got it all sort of set up on your computer, you may well come here straight away and not have to go through that if you've set it up correctly. So this is my Weebly sort of, once I've logged in page. You can see I've set up a number of sites here. I've got a pro account rather than a free account. It's not a lot more expensive, but I pay a bit more to have a bit more functionality. And I've got a number of sites, some of which are active, some of which are inactive, some of which I use just to try things out on, which is quite a good idea. There isn't really a limit to the number of sites you can set up, so you can play around with things, and I think that's a good thing in terms of learning. You'll see that there's a button here in terms of add site. Now across the top, well, these are your sites, which is already highlighted. If you order domains through Weebly, you'll see them under domains. And if you've got an email package, which you can order separately, if you click that, you'll see which domains you also have an email package with. Weebly has an arrangement with Google and uses their kind of functionality and apps. It's cheap and sort of quick and relatively easy to set up. A button there for all your billing, so that can be very useful because it's easy to forget or lose things when you've paid for your domain sort of renewal or whatever. Stuff specifically to do with your account there, obviously, and a support button, and that will take you through to all Weebly's support pages. Often you can find stuff. There's various kind of sort of tutorial type information under support there, and you can check out and you can ask a specific query if you want to. If we scroll down this page a little bit, you'll see also it has a bit on the bottom. Well, if you can follow Weebly's updates, for example, on Facebook, on Twitter, and so on. But one bit that's often a bit more useful is the latest from Weebly's blog. Periodically, Weebly will publish articles, and you can see they've got one here which is called Do More with Membership. And if you click through to that, that will go to this blog post, which looks at a very interesting and it might be important to you as well aspect of websites, which is to do with adding membership to your site, which you can do if you have a pro account. Now, back to this main screen here, you'll see that for each of each of the websites that I've got here, there's kind of three options here: edit, stats, and more. Edit, stats, and more. If you click edit, that will go through to Weebly's editor. So let's just click that and I'll show you what comes up. So here we are inside one of my sites. It's my main business site called thestress-site.net. You can see this is the editor. I'll talk about this and give you an overview of the editor and how things work in another video. But this is where you basically make your website, build pages, add all sorts of functions to your website. But in the meantime, I'll go back to the screen before. So here we are in my sites again. So that's the edit. Then this is the stats page. It's a really interesting page. So we'll click on that. Now this is these show the stats for my stress management website, and it gives me an idea of the traffic, the number of hits or page views I've got, and you can see which pages. I have quite a lot of pages on this site, and you can see which pages are getting the most views on the site. You can also see the keywords people have used, so that's really interesting to see. You know, how people are finding the site, and you can see where you get an overview of where your traffic is coming from. You can see from mine that I get traffic from various different places. The main one is from google.co.uk because I'm based in the UK, but from a lot of other places too. So let's go back. Those traffic stats are really an overview, by the way. If you want more detailed, what are known as analytics, then you can set that up separately, and I'll show you how to do that in another video, because you can set up your Weebly website with Google Analytics. Sorry, we'll go back to the My Sites page again. So, as I said, this is the one that you come into when you click login. Now, just the one button I didn't cover was this more button here. So you'll see that there's a little arrow on the side of it. So if you click out that, you'll see a number of different options. So, for example, if you have a blog, you can look at blog comments that might have come into your blog. If you've got forms on your site, you can look at all the details on your form entries. And that's really very handy in terms of finding out who's getting in touch with you. So you'll always have a record of anybody that's entered anything into a form on your site. You can copy the site, obviously. As you can see, you can copy that. That can be a good thing to do if you want to sort of copy your site and then try things out, but leave your own site alone. And sometimes I've done that. That's been helpful. And then there's a button to delete the site. Obviously, be very, very careful in terms of deleting your site. No doubt, if you click that, they'll say, "Are you sure you want to delete your site?" Often you're better to sort of copy your site and try things out. And if you really want to delete your site, you can do it there. So that's really the main login page that you see, and that's just an overview of what these things are and how you use them. And that's it.